For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Camping and Leisure with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a review on the Rally Air Plus range from Kampa. So here are the caravan awnings. We've got the Rally Air Plus 260 and also the Rally Air Plus 390 here. So you can kind of see the differences in terms of size, as well as the concept of left hand and right hand. So the one we have here is a left-handed one. So obviously what I call the plus extension part is on the left hand side of the awning. So if you've got more of a traditional UK vehicle, that's where it works better for. Or if you want it to actually sort of put out the back of the vehicle, you could do so as well. Whereas the right hand, as you can see, naturally on the right hand side of it, pretty self-explanatory, but I thought I'd go through that anyway. So you've got two sizes, obviously, 260 and the 390. 390 is probably the most popular size in the range, just because the main body is an extra bit of area, and the plus part rear really works well. You've got a single point inflation located here, but then you've got several deflation valves. So every base where there's a foot, there's also a deflation point as well, even with the 260. The two front panels on both models, yet again, can be rolled to the side, yet again to give you a good sort of circulation inside and out. But the joys of these actually is the plus part can actually extend past what the caravan rail would be. So for example, you can see here, you only need for the 260, 2.6 meters along the top of the rail to fit it on, and then this part freestands. Likewise, like I said, with the 390, it's 3.9 on the top of the rail, and the back part then freestands. Like I said, if you want to, you can actually hang it out the back or the front of the caravan. So if you have a smaller vehicle, you're not limited to what size you can go for. It's kind of got a little bigger brother, so you can also look at the Frontier if you want something that's got sort of two plus parts built onto it. Alternatively, you can always look at buying like a small sort of tall annex to go on the other end where the plus part isn't. So the joys of this yet again is you've kind of got versatility to add things on you want or keep the weight down instead of going for the Frontier. But probably I'd say the 390 is probably the most popular model, just because the main body of it is really good shape. You've got the new dual pitch roof, and yet again that just gives you the ability of additional height interior without taking up too much space as such. Generally, like I said, it's a really good model, and the plus part really works, I would say, ideally as a wet dry area is the way I always look at it. So when you can leave your bikes, the shoes, dry the dog off without encroaching on your main living area. So the joys of that yet again means it's just you've got your living area, your wet area, and if need be, you can then add an annex bedroom on, so it fits everything for everyone really. We have one normally on display at our indoor showrooms. You come in to see us at Attwoolls, and we can also talk you through the range, see the fabric. So it uses Kampa's Pro fabric. So it's it's about 300 denier, probably one of the best sort of fabrics that they've sort of ran for many years now. It's one of those things that sort of, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of concept. But the joys yet again is you can, if you don't want the plus parts, you can still do the Rally range. They still do the Rally 200, 260, 330, 390. And also the new Grande as well. So there's quite a lot in the range, but generally you've got good clear PVC windows at the front, like I said, and we'll talk through probably the more inside sort of features about the product as we have a look to see what it has to offer. So let's have a look and find out what's going on. So now we're inside the awning, you can kind of get a bit of a grasp for how it's laid out. And the first thing obviously it's quite obvious to see is the beautiful crystal clear windows you've got at the front. Great sort of clarity through them, but you've also got the curtains to get the privacy when you want to. Now for 2019, the privacy curtains have actually changed to a nice pattern, which you can't quite see probably on camera, but it allows you to give probably more privacy due to the fact that it's not kind of that sort of clear shower curtains. You kind of see shadows too much throughout. You've got a little almost like strip here to allow the curtain to fit nice and close to the front of the panel to give you a better coverage, but you've still got a little button clip just there to retain it and sort of make it feel like a home away from home, i.e. sort of traditional sort of caravan style curtains. The front panels yet again can be completely rolled back to the sides to make it sort of feel nice, fresh and airy inside of the awning itself. There's a second zip positioned here which allows you to put zip mesh panels on. So it's an optional extra to what it allows you to pretty much do is give yourself obviously the versatility of having a good flow of air, but not have the bugs and sort of critters come in as well. And yet again, what you can also do is create almost like a mini kind of veranda style by pulling, sort of moving that down, and then giving yourself a much sort of nicer, easier sort of flow of air. The two side panels actually can be completely removed, and they actually are interchangeable. The joys of this, actually what it means is that the door position will then be moved from here to here, and yet again you've got a blank window here, but on the other side it's a mesh window with a PVC panel on the outside, so you've got the versatility of getting, like I said, getting a good flow of air inside. The dual pitch roof works really well, so it gives you more interior height, even though it's the same kind of footprint it has been years gone by. And you've got a single inflation point located here, which obviously allows the air to come up and then distributes the valves, distributes the air through these sort of valves here, the isolation taps. And once it's physically up, you can then turn around, lock it all off, and then what the joy is, if you did, for God forbid, have an issue, you can literally just unzip this, unzip that, take the bladder out, put a patch on it, or if need be, completely replace it, and then you're good to go as well. You've got nice sky windows to allow light in when you want your privacy as well, so you're not necessarily always in there, but you can buy a roof liner to help with condensation, plus it also comes with a little zip part, so you can zip down here to obviously stop the light and sun coming through the roof panel itself. The plus parts, like I said, is physically built on and pitches as one. So you've got, which is quite nice, which you haven't got on, say, the Frontier model, or actually, in fairness, the Van Gogh version, sort of competitive model of this, a dividing part to go in between. Whereas those models is completely open. You know, you can't really have, like I said, on the outside, that kind of wet section. But you've got the choice that you can actually obviously unzip this back, and have this one big nice open area. And then you've got a sort of flat run through into here as well. A lot of people, you can buy an inner tent to go inside of here, so you wanted to sleep extra people without necessarily going to the cost of an extra annex. You can still do so. But like I said, you can actually put an annex on that side as well. So if you want to accommodate, say, 2 people, but not necessarily sacrifice your sort of wet area, that's really a nice way to go. Because the plus part actually kind of is a standalone item, even though it's pre-attached to the awning, you can have it, like I said, standing past the caravan if you want it to. Now, you've also got the ability, if you've got any hatches or, you know, portable toilet parts, this panel which fits against the caravan here, you can actually sort of unzip, roll it back, and then you've got access to any points or alternative windows here. If you want the windows, you've also got a window panel built into this section here. So yet again, you've got a window panel in there, so you can actually pull that down, so you can allow light into the caravan without having to worry about, you know, anything else really. The inner bedroom, I'll say, is an extra, but you've got little toggle points located inside of here, just to put that up, as well as a nice big mesh panel right at the back with an outside PVC panel, just yet again to, if you don't want the wind coming in, you can obviously take care of it there. Generally, I say it's been a really popular model for sort of the 3 years it's been out, and it's just one of those things that they're always making improvements. So the joys of actually sort of going forward to 2019, what they've now done is they've actually took the all-season kind of membrane of the outer casing, and then because it works so efficiently in that, they've now put it in the whole range. So you've got sort of a sort of slightly stronger casing around the tube, just yet again, so as lifespan goes on, necessarily it just elongates the life of it essentially. But a really good model. You can see kind of why it is so popular. Very easy to pitch, which you can see from our own pitching and packing videos, but it gives you a hell of a lot of space where it needs to be a big vehicle or a small vehicle. You've got the versatility and the size for the 260 and in the 390. There is one more model that's also been launched for 2019 to bear in mind, which is the Rally Club. Same kind of concept, more traditional look in the front. And it's a little bit deeper, so rather than being 250, it's 275. So it's certainly a contender, and yet again, we will always have a kind of a range on display at our indoor showroom, which is sort of 30,000 square foot, that you can come and check it out. But like and comment in the video below. Any questions you have on the things, let us know. I'm sure we'll be able to give you a hand. But that kind of is our little video review of the Rally Air Pro 390 Plus and the 260 Plus as well.